Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet a perfect circle, one that stays flat, smooth, and evenly shaped. So if you've ever struggled with circles that turn into balls, ruffles, or wobbly blobs, this tutorial is for you. We all know that a well-made circle is such an important foundation in crochet. You can use it for coasters, table centerpieces, circular blankets, and even simple bonnets. There are so many other beautiful projects you can start by making a perfect circle. Once you understand the structure behind the perfect circle, you'll be able to adapt it confidently to almost anything. So grab your yarn and hook and let's get started. So the first step you're going to do is to make a magic circle. Now you have to chain 3 and that will count as your first double crochet. Now you're going to make either 8 or 12 double crochets inside of that magic circle. So it's up to you if you're using single crochets or half double crochets. Your circle might be smaller, so in that case you might need just 8 stitches in that circle, but I'm using a double crochet and my circle is gonna be bigger, so I'm just gonna make a total of 12 double crochets in that magic circle. So once you finished your 12, remember the chain 3 that you made counts as one double crochet. You're just gonna slip stitch into the last chain there to connect. And now to start your round 2, you're going to chain 3 and that counts as your first double crochet. Now this is the start of expanding your circle, increasing your circle. So you're going to make another double crochet in that same space. So for this round, you're actually going to make 2 double crochets in every stitch. So for that next stitch, you're going to make 2 double crochets in that same stitch and just continue doing that until you reach the end of this round. So you can see it's 2 DC in every stitch. And we're just going to speed that up. Now when you reach the end of this round, you're just going to slip stitch into that third chain to connect or to close this round. Now we're going to start with round 3. You're going to chain 3 and that counts as your first double crochet. Now the trick for round 3 is that you're going to make 1 double crochet, and on the next stitch, so on that next stitch, you're going to make 2 double crochets. So now we're going to make 1 double crochet and 2 in that next stitch. So it's going to be 1 2 1 2, and you're just going to do this until you reach the end of this round. So for beginners or for free, how do you say, free form crocheters, they don't really count or they don't really care about making even stitches, and that's all good. That's okay if you're into free form crocheting. But if you want to make an evenly spaced, perfectly shaped circle, then this is the way to do it. You have to do the increases evenly as you expand your circle. And for people who are OC like me, I always pay attention to the count and I make sure that the stitches are evenly spaced and evenly distributed. Can I say that? All right. So it really bothers me if one stitch is not in its proper place. But yeah, that's just me. Okay, for some people it's okay to make their circles as they go without evenly counting the spaces, and that if that works for you, then that's okay. All right, we're just going to speed this up. And then we're going to reach the end of this round, and we're just going to slip stitch in that last chain, and that ends our round 3. For round 4, you're going to start by chaining 3, and that will count as your first double crochet. And in the next stitch, you're going to make another double crochet. So now you have 2 double crochets in the first 2 stitches, and on that third stitch, you're going to make 2 double crochets. So the pattern is 1 1 2. All right, so you're going to repeat this until you reach the end of this round. And I'll see you there at the end. So now we reach the end of this round. You're just going to connect. Alright, so remember we started with 2 double crochets. For the first 2 stitches, you have to end with 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. And just slip stitch through that 3rd chain to finish this round. And that completes round 4 of our perfect circle. So to start round 5, you're going to chain 3, and that counts as your first double crochet. In the next stitch, you're going to make 1 double crochet. And in the next stitch, another double crochet. In the next stitch, you're going to make 2 double crochets. So there are 3 double crochets in every single stitch and 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And this is the pattern that you're going to be following until the end of this round. And just keep on doing this until you reach the end of this round. So now we've reached the end of this round. Make sure that you follow the pattern of 112, okay, correctly. If not, you can undo it and redo the round. Okay, it's up to you. All right, as I said, for people like me who are OC, it really matters that the counts are even and the stitches are evenly spaced. All right, so I'm going to connect. Just slip stitch into that 3rd chain, and that completes our round 5 of our perfect circle. So as I mentioned, there would be some kind of protruding here at the center. We can't avoid that because maybe my stitches were too tight, or the yarn I used is too thick, or I used the wrong hook. Okay, but this pattern makes, or this pattern guarantees that your circle will be evenly spaced to avoid any kind of ruffling or curling at the end of your circle. So this kind of circle is perfect for bonnets, circular blankets, and any kind of projects that start with a circle. So this is round 6. We started the same way by chaining 3, and now you're going to make 4 double crochets in the 4 stitches, the first 4 stitches. And in that next stitch, you're going to make 2 double crochets. So it's just going to be like that until you reach the end of this round. So you might already have distinguished, or now by this time you'll be familiar with the pattern. It's just increasing the number of double crochets in the single spaces before you make that 2 double crochets in 1 space. So that's basically how it works. How you increase your stitches so that your circle will expand evenly. And do this until you reach the end of this round. And that's how you crochet a perfect circle. Remember, the key is consistent tension and evenly spaced increases. Once you understand the pattern behind the circle, you can adjust the size and use it as a base for so many different projects, from coasters and centerpieces to blankets and bonnets. If this tutorial helped you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more easy, practical crochet guides. And if you try this out, let me know in the comments below what you're making, and I love to hear about your projects. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.